First ride on the new Kove. First thing I did was go to the petrol station and filled up all 3 tanks with 8 gallons of gas, or 31 liters, and working on taking it nice and easy to get that break-in period. They recommend their first oil change to be at 500 miles. So we're going to go nice and slow, take it easy, avoid those high revs, and see how it feels. I was able to buy the last one the dealership had in stock, and they only had the lowered version. So the seat height is still 36 inches, which is a challenge for me. I have a 30-inch inseam and I don't have the most flexible hips. Even with my GS, I always do the standing roll-off mount. And even with this one, I can't swing my leg over it. So I'm gonna have to really work on loosening those hips up. Once I'm on the bike seated, it's not a problem. All the controls are nicely laid out. The TFT is at a great height. You can glance right down at it easily as you're driving along. The controls are pretty intuitive. It's nice and easy. You simply press this button here to go back, and you press this one here to set things. So that brings everything up. You can do the headlight, ABS, trip, other settings. And then if you want to do the ABS, then you just hit set and open. You want to close the rear. Close is the Chinese version for shut off. And now it's shut off. It's really nice and easy. Back. Trying to take it easy on those revs. A little bit low in gear there. Speed things up a little bit. Smooth it out. Yep. The faster you go on this, the more smooth it certainly gets. It's going to be a fun one. Not even really much of a wobble through there with that 21-inch wheel cutting right through the sand. Let's drop it down to third and see how smooth it goes over in the sand. It's nice. There's no traction control, but there is ABS. So if we want to shut the ABS off, you hit the set button, and then we need to scroll down to ABS. We want to set that, and open all means both front and rear is on. You can close the rear, meaning shut off the rear, or you can shut off both. So if we hit set, we shut off both, it lights up front and rear is off. If we want to do just the rear is off. Now, if you come to a stop and hit the kill switch, to restart the bike, you have to release that again and then turn it on. And it remembers your last choice on your ABS. However, if you hit the kill switch and then turn the key off, it shuts it all off, and then you have to go back and shut the ABS off manually again. So we'll go through the startup again, and you can see ABS is off again. So we want to turn just the rear off. We're going to go to set. We're going to scroll down to ABS, and then we're going to hit set. And let's go close the rear. Set. Now it's off. My preferred way to mount my GS, and even this bike, I think, is just going to be the standing roll-away mount. Much easier for me to get my leg over it that way. Be disciplined and take it easy for the first 500 miles. So there's a rim lock on the front wheel, and when you're driving on the asphalt at about 60 kilometers per hour, the front tire starts to bob up and down. If you go a little over 80, it smooths right out and it's not an issue, but I'm trying to keep the RPMs down nice and low, so I'm going to work on getting that front wheel balanced. Make those transitions between off-road sections a little bit less annoying without having that front tire bobbing up and down. The ergonomics are really nice. Everything is easy to reach. Even the brake pedal, I have no need to adjust it. It's at a great height to be able to reach down with the boot. I like it right at that height so that I can engage it nice and easy. And the shifter is also very easy to adjust. Just unpinch that pinch bolt and then pull it off and put it at whatever height you want. But it's already at a great height for me. So nice, really wide rally style foot pegs, very comfortable. So far, very smooth ride. One of the things I had thought about was getting a different bash plate for this. I've read reports that it's a little bit noisy with rocks pinging off of it, and it seems like it's pretty thin carbon fiber. So I've looked at some aftermarket options, and there's a couple of companies that make a plate that attaches on here, and it's nice slippery material to be able to slide over things. And I've seen there's one other company that makes an aluminum one that's a replacement for this. But then when I was comparing the prices of everything and the replacement price of this, everything's about the same. So I think, why not just ride this one, see how it holds up. If it gets damaged and destroyed, the replacement is still pretty reasonable price, and we'll go with it at that point. But as far as creature comforts, definitely want to get ram mount for the phone. Some bark busters on here would be nice, and we'll see how it goes. All right, that was the first shakeout ride on the new Kove. I did my best to keep those RPMs down. I'm gonna have to go a little easy on it for the next couple of days until we get that first oil change. We did have to try the suspension out because we're just gonna get a jumping fleet once a day, so that was fun. But so far, I really love the bike. At speed, like all the other reviews I've read, that it really wants to go a little bit faster. It's certainly not a rock crawler, but for me, it's going to be great to be able to go from area to area without having to trailer a bike and plenty of gas to get there. So over the summer, I'll keep you posted with updates on how I'm enjoying the bike, what I don't like about the bike, and what little alterations I find that make it a little bit more comfortable. See you on the next one.